Bart Simpson with the green flag. And the 68th Daytona 500 takes the green flag.
Split both. Now watch bottom. 19 is clear. Get ready to go up half. Outside quarter. Keep bottom. Watch 22 coming half. He's got push.
That's Kyle Busch's radio. He's the pole sitter as Chase Briscoe's Toyota tries to edge ahead on the outside, but without much help from the number 9 of Chase Elliott.
Yeah, and right now they're just filling their cars out. They've gone through turns 1 and 2. This is going to be the tricky section of the racetrack as we go through the day because of the wind. The wind is gusting. It's blowing steady through turns 3 and 4. Keep your eye out for that corner.
First car to go 3 wide, no surprise, Ricky Stenhouse. He's a risk taker. He's that red car way up on the outside as the field comes by 2 by 2.
Here they go. Haven't seen 3 wide the whole time. There it is, Kev.
Well, right now the pack has more energy than anything that they've done all weekend. You put all these cars together for the first time and throw the green flag here at Daytona. Things are happening a lot faster than what they've done so far.
Three laps complete. It was on this date in 1998 when Dale Earnhardt scored his Daytona 500 win.
Kyle Busch has got decisions to make already. Him and the spotter getting busy. Which lane do we go up and protect? Or like, oh, we got a wreck. BJ McLeod's around.
McLeod,
right rear tires down.
Who raced his way into the 500 Thursday night after Anthony Alfredo was disqualified in tech inspection. Part-time driver, part-time team.
That wheel looks like it was loose, Clint.
And this is going through 3 and 4, up high. Boom. That right rear tire is down, isn't it?
Well, the tire.
Oh no,
down.
it's sideways too.
I think that right rear was loose, and what'll happen is that thing will start shifting.
But Byron's involved, and they've got work to do.
Well, he hit that outside wall pretty hard. You can see the damage with the body on the right side.
So the last lap, 48-45. They're telling Logano they want him in the 47-second bracket.
We need more throttle. He's right, it's going to burn more fuel, but what Paul didn't tell him is a reason why we're doing this. Look at the outside line forming up here. We got 3 wide going into 1.
Yeah, and that's usually when people start to want to go a little bit faster, when they feel like they're going to give up their track position, and that forces everybody to go faster at the front of the field if they want to maintain that.
But they probably can go somewhere around maybe around lap 50, somewhere in that neighborhood, maybe 55.
That's not an on-purpose pit. It's going to merge back on. That is Keselowski. Maybe, I think he got loose off of 4, had trouble, Kevin.
Well, we've talked about this temperature today. You talk about the wind, and we know that turns 3 and 4 with the wind, it was already the problem, let alone with the wind.
Watch the 6.
Kyle Busch way sideways, got into him. Holy cow, what a save.
But Kyle Busch did exactly what you're talking about, Clint. He just got loose right there.
No mistakes, do not slide the tires.
And Josh Berry's coming with him, and 2 more. And those 4 cars left pit road, not in a tight pack. In fact,
you got Byron in the wall again, guys.
24, Byron.
He's in trouble. He hit it hard. I think it was a pretty good push there.
Got some right side contact. I think it's fine.
Oh.
Boy, that was a push gone wrong. Teammates battling for the lead as Zane Smith goes around the outside of Gilliland. He's got Austin Cindric in tow and Ryan Blaney. All Fords. As of right now, the top 15 cars have not made a second visit to pit road. 5 to go and stage points. Whoa, boy!
Ooh.
Byron almost had the back bumper of his car taken off right there.
By his
Again. Stage 1. We'll go to the driver from California, Zane Smith. His first career stage win.
Well, this is the first time all week we've seen Ross Chastain up in the front. Down underneath him is Justin Allgaier. Obviously, that's a junior motorsports car. Dale and Kelly Earnhardt's car on the racetrack right there, running their one race. Well, what could be the only one race that they run this year with the 40 car, but both of those cars, the 40 car chose to really be cautious in our qualifying races. Now you see that car up in the front of the pack, but Ross Chastain, he hasn't been anywhere to be found this week, so right now leading the pack.
First laps led in the Daytona 500 for Junior Motorsports. Now right behind him, that 88 is Connor Zilisch, probably the most heralded rookie to come to NASCAR Cup Series since Jeff Gordon, as he battles for the lead. Right there in the middle is the 19-year-old, first teenage racer in the Daytona 500. Trouble! Around goes Briscoe, Zilisch, Ty Gibbs.
Austin Dillon, big hit into the side of Briscoe. You saw those cars dancing around. We talked about Chastain.
Chase Briscoe able to drive away after getting sideswiped. There's some splitter damage on Zilich's car.
Yeah, and you see them putting the air in the side of that car to raise the suspension.
That's the air actually getting
start up in turn 3.
I was right, guys. It starts right here with Connor Zilisch. Watch him. He gets into the side of the 40 once. It happens again, and then Cody Ware behind him. Keep an eye on the stack up. Moving around, car got squirrely, got a little bit loose up off the corner. They touch again. Rest is history. Watch Austin Dillon. Boom! Big shot into Briscoe down low.
Looked like Chastain got into Cody Ware and sent them spinning.
You see the 34 car at the end, big hit. And it looked like, I can't tell if Connor was coming up the racetrack to side draft or Justin was going down, but regardless, it stacked him up, and Ross Chastain got into the right front of Cody Ware. And when you hit the right front of these cars, it just immediately hangs a left.
Austin Dillon with nowhere to go.
A lot of damage on that 3 car. A lot of movement with Zilisch. That's the first time. Second time, you see him starting to move around, trying to avoid it.
Love seeing that thing out front.
I knew you'd love that. That was pretty awesome. Thanks, Dale. Took me a lot longer to get up there than I wanted for you, but glad we got it.
Oh, that was fun to watch the process. Good job.
And for me, being a fan of NASCAR, I wanted to see this out of him. Yeah, we knew he was dominant on the road courses, but I wanted to see him prove his value behind the wheel of that thing on these super speedways, intermediates, and short tracks. And so far, a lot better.
34 Todd Gilliland. He was involved in that wreck back at lap 86, but he's come right back up into the front 5 to challenge for stage points here.
And Blaney wanted around that 8 car, didn't wait on it anymore, took it.
Zane Smith down to the bottom, makes a 3rd lane. Will he have any help?
Well, that was a super aggressive move, Mike. You saw the back of that car kind of wiggle around a little bit. He pulled it out of line so hard.
I love this angle where you can really see the momentum shifts go from the outside to the inside.
Goes Allgaier around, and he takes Gilliland with him, and they pile up behind him.
Denny Hamlin pulled up in front of him, wasn't clear, not clear. A little bit lackadaisical, it looked like to me, on his block to the outside. We'll have to go back and look.
And there's the big one, folks.
Leaves a half a lane open and tries a little bit lazy with that block up. Denny tried to squeeze in there, it didn't work. A lot of cars tore up in this one, guys. See William Byron getting hit again and around the outside. Logano's in there, big hit with Bowman.
Well, I thought I said outside, but yeah, I don't know.
No, you said it. You said it. Because I was trying to tell you, like, he's got to come off the throttle to stay connected better. And then he got so far out there, and then, I mean, you were still spotting him. And he said outside, and he went up there.
10 points. Hey, that could loom large as we get toward race 26 and determine which drivers will race in the chase for the championship.
Every point matters, Clint, even if you don't want to say so. They all matter.
Denny Hamlin currently in 12th place.
Well, how do you manage this and save fuel, Kevin, if you're on the front row? You put all 3 of them up front, and whoa, those lines up. All 3 Camrys on the front row. That's exactly how you can manage and slow the field down and preserve fuel.
Yeah, and if I'm the 17 and Chris Chris Buescher, I'm trying to get up right on the back bumper of those guys and try to push them as hard as I can. But it looks like they're content to try to, you know, save fuel and do the things that they need to do as well. So, but it's not easy.
I think we got to tell all these guys in our lane, let's go. Chris can push him out. We've got all these Fords right here. It's time. We're in the fuel window. Let's go. They're only playing. We can't make it either way. Only hope is the yellow. And we need track position if that happens.
4 Fords in a row in the middle, behind Bubba Wallace's Toyota. This should be the money stop.
The 9 pulled up.
Elliott will not come with him. He moves up to the inside middle, which is now the inside lane, as 4 Toyotas, just 4.
And Denny Hamlin did not come with them either. So we only have 4 Toyotas on pit road.
If you follow him, that's exactly what you did. Follow him.
Berry all the way to the bottom of the racetrack from the top.
Well, he's got to be careful, and because there are slower cars merging right here, and this is what usually causes some chaos every once in a while when you have to go around those cars. Blaney's already to the top of the racetrack right there.
Keselowski with Buescher, teammates, that green and white Ford and the orange one behind it, as they chase Joey Logano.
Yeah, Blaney threw the Hail Mary to try to get them to slow down, and now you see Joey Logano doing the same thing. They split him with the bottom and the top lane. Totally messes up the guys that were in the middle lane because they had nowhere to go.
And the 500 becomes a battle between RFK Racing, the Wood Brothers, and Team 2311.
Don't forget, this McDowell's looking for a caution. He still is your leader, folks. Hasn't pitted yet. He needs a caution quick, and there it is. Not yet. Is it out? 20's in trouble. Right front damage, big time.
Hard hit for Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell.
No caution yet.
Caution.
There it is.
See it right there. He's just off center.
Rear. Yeah, exactly.
Got to be centered if you're going to push on those cars, and he's off center right there.
Wow.
And you turn the guy around, turn the guy sideways when you're like that.
From Joey Logano's Hunt Brothers cam. And behind McDowell, Carson Hocevar in the 77. They call him the Hurricane. Where he goes, there's likely to be stiff winds and maybe carnage in his wake. We'll see.
Oh, look, Reddick pulled up to try to slow that down, missed the block on the bottom. Now he's 3 wide in the middle.
Now you see
they're not going to McDowell. Oh, here they come. Here comes the help.
Yeah, and Hocevar was just a little late to that move. He was actually wanting to stay behind the 45 car, and it kind of took him a minute to change lanes right there, but it's going to work out for him.
Thank you, Hocevar. Bailed McDowell out right there. Hocevar's swapping back and forth, looking for a hold as he shoots to the bottom.
Here comes Tyler Reddick in that middle lane.
And here comes the bottom lane, William Byron, with Brad Keselowski, one of the best pushers in this whole sport. Behind Byron, Chris Buescher behind him.
Don't get too far out there, Michael McDowell. Here they come. Where does he go? High or low? He can't choose both.
Yeah, and he just had so much momentum right there that he couldn't stick with his teammate. Now, Carson Hocevar has the lead of this race, and Michael McDowell is stuck down on that bottom lane.
Eric Jones coming around the outside with help. Here they come to the white flag. This is one lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
This is the one you want to lead. If the caution comes out, it's over.
Hocevar in the wall, turned around in front of the field. Around goes Jones. Ricky Stenhouse to the front. Elliott around the outside.
Still green.
Reddick on the bottom. Reddick, Elliott.
The help's on the outside. Here comes Chase Elliott. Can it be?
Yeah,
Chase Elliott.
Stuck in the middle with no help.
Zane Smith with him. On the bottom is Tyler Reddick. They come up single file. Zane Smith's going to have one shot at Chase Elliott, NASCAR champion, most popular driver, trying for the win, and Reddick to the top side. He's got help. Riley Herbst, his teammate. Reddick drops to the bottom. Alongside Elliott, in the wall goes Herbst, and Tyler Reddick comes to the line.
Wow.
A shower of sparks behind him.
Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Didn't really hear of him all day long until the last lap. Daytona proves yet once again it's all about the last lap.
That's the only lap that you have to lead.
There's plenty of, that's quite a debris field from what happened. But there is your Daytona 500 champion, Tyler Reddick.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews and analysis. So go for it.